it's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with this glowy, dewy makeup look. I am showing you guys my routine for when I want to do a super glowy, natural, very luminous look. And let me tell you guys something, I have been doing this look non-stop. I love it so much, and every single time I wear this, I get so many compliments on how good my complexion is. And little do people know, my complexion sucks. I have large pores, I have texture, I have dehydrated skin. So if you have all those problems, then this is a tutorial for you. So that is pretty much it. I just spit at the camera. So that is pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys enjoy the video. But before you go, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell to get notified every single time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so it's really early in the morning. I look swollen. I literally just woke up. I'm talking really low because Lawrence is still sleeping. I have a planet growing on the side of my nose. Not a good look for anybody. I go into the Dermalogica Photo Replenish Phyto Replenish Oil. I love this oil. This is so good. Even if you have oily skin, I think you're really gonna like this oil because it just leaves the skin looking so gorgeous. So I put about 4 drops, and I'm just going to put this all over the skin. Next up, I like to go in with my moisturizer. I love the OFRA Advanced Vitamin C Cream. This is so good, so luxurious, and it leaves the skin so incredibly smooth and ready for makeup, which I love. So I'm just going to apply that. This is so hydrating, and since it has vitamin C, it's really going to help lighten up any darkness you have on the skin. I love it so much, and it smells so fresh, so good. I also like to go in with a quick layer of sunscreen. This is the one from Rodan Fields, the Soothe Mineral Sunscreen. I love this sunscreen. I use it every single day. I have one in my bag, and I have one here in my beauty room because I love it so much. It doesn't break me out because it is a mineral one, and it doesn't smell like sunscreen. It doesn't make your foundation look extra light. It's so good, and I feel like it improves my skin. So I always go in with a layer of sunscreen. And I think I'm getting sick, so that's why I might sound a little nasally also. Sorry about that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the gloss. This is the Buxom Sandy Gloss. It's a very natural glossy gloss. So I'm just gonna put that all over the lips. Next up, I'm gonna go in with primers. The first one I'm taking is the Bare Minerals Good Hydration Silky Face Priming. This one is a very hydrating primer. Again, I am going for a very glowy look, so I'm going to use stuff that's hydrating. So I'm going to take about that much of this primer, and I'm just going to place it all over the skin once again to make us really nice and luminous. Okay, and next up, since I do have some larger pores in certain areas, I'm going to go in with the Dermalogica Hydra Blur Primer. And I am just going to apply this on the areas where I need a little bit of smoothing, which is my T-zone. My T-zone is my problematic area. I get tons of texture there, and my larger pores are always there. So, always there. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in, and look at that. It's like it erases everything. It's so good. Why do I can say it's so good? I sound so like possessed. It's time to get glowing. I'm going to take a mixture of the Burberry Nude Radiance No. 1. This is the fluid base, and the Becca Backlit Priming Filter. I'm going to mix these two together, so let me show you. I'm going to put 1 pump of the Becca, 2 pumps of the Becca Priming Filter, and 1 pump, 2 pumps of the Burberry. And this is what you are going to have right there. So I'm going to mix them in together. I'm going to take a brush. This is the Morphe E48, and I am going to blend this into the skin. If you have oily skin, I definitely recommend that you only apply it to certain areas. You definitely don't want to apply this all over the skin because this is very glowy. Where is the glitter coming from? I mean, I know I bleed glitter, but not bleeding right now. Next, I'm gonna go in with foundation, and I am taking the Hourglass Veil Fluid Foundation. If you have tried this foundation, you already know that this foundation is so glowy, so incredibly beautiful and amazing, but it is really, really dewy. So you only want to wear this again on the days that you want to do the ultimate most with your makeup, because this is a super, super glowy foundation. This might be a little bit too dark for me. I'm not quite sure. It's been a while that I don't use this. It might match, it might not match. It's been a little bit. So I'm just gonna take 2 pumps of it. I'm gonna take it with a beauty blender. I'm gonna go right into the foundation. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit dark on me, but that's okay. We can balance it out with some concealer. So I am just going to begin to apply all over the skin. And I am using the Real Techniques. Actually, it might match. Okay, it might work. So I'm just going to place this all over the skin, and look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful natural foundation. This is definitely more of a medium coverage foundation. This is not a full coverage. If you're looking for a full coverage luminous foundation, definitely try the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. That one's really good too. But this one, in my opinion, it's a little bit glowier, and it just looks so beautiful. This foundation is actually made for mature skin, so you can already tell that just by knowing that it's made for mature skin. You can already know that it's going to be a super high-end, nice coverage, because mature skin, they cannot afford to pack on too much product or something that's too heavy, because then it's just going to be a little bit too much. So yeah, it just looks incredible. Next up, I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. This is the YSL All Hours Concealer in number 3. This is a very creamy concealer. You definitely don't want something that's too much for under the eyes, because everything's going to be soft and nice and blended. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this. You don't want too much under the eyes. A little bit on the chin, right here, and in the forehead. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that sponge and blend that out. If you need a little bit of extra coverage, you can definitely go in with a concealer that is your color, your shade, and you can spot conceal anything. At the moment, I don't have anything that I really need to conceal. The foundation actually did a good job at concealing this pimple that I have right here, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I'm not gonna add too much product to it. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze the skin. I am using the Chanel Tan the Soleil bronzer. I wanna do all of my creams before I go in with powders. So I'm just going to do a light application of bronzer. And I am using a Luxie 512 brush. So you just want to very naturally bronze the skin a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes. I am using the Airspun powder. I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to look upwards, and I'm just going to set the under eyes and blend that in there with the sponge. Go ahead and apply a little bit of a cream highlight, and this is from Topshop. This is the Gleam Highlight Pot. I love this so much. As you can tell, mine is pretty well loved and used and abused. I love this so much. So I'm going to take this using a Sephora number 57 brush. I'm going to just dip right in there, get some on there, and then just going to apply it to the tops of the cheekbones. It's just so natural. Look at that. It's gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that Gleam pot that we applied using the Burberry Fresh Glow Rose Gold Highlight. You guys know this has been my jam recently. I love it so much. I'm actually thinking about picking up the other shade because I love this so much. So I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush. This is the OFRA Professional Makeup number 22 brush. I like really big fluffy brushes just to dust the highlight all over. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous and effortless. So I'm just going to apply that right on the tops where we applied the Gleam pot. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. So I definitely want to set my bronzer. So I am going in with another favorite product of mine at the moment. This is the Buxom Maldives bronzer. It smells delicious. It smells like coconut. I am going to take it using a Wet n Wild brush that I have been obsessed with. I bought 2 kits because I love these brushes. So I'm going to take some of that and I'm just going to set that cream bronzer that we applied. And this is also just going to hug that highlight and make it nice and flawless. Go ahead and fill in the brows. So I'm going in with some clear brow gel first. And then I want to go in with the Benefit Precisely My Brow eyebrow pencil. And I am just going to only fill in the areas where I have some sparseness. So like I'll do some here in the front. Right here in the arch. And the tail. So just to add a little bit more glow, I'm going to go into the Fenty Beauty. This is Hustler Baby. I'm going to take the shimmery shade and I'm just going to pop this right up here in the tops of the cheekbone so that when you're talking and you're like boom, it just kind of hits you that nice little pop. So I'm just going to put that right up there. Right there. So on days that I'm doing like a super glowy look, I don't really like to do too much. I like the skin to just, you know, be the shine of everything. So I'm gonna go in with the Pure Eye Polish. This is in the shade Satin. This is not really like a cream shadow, but it's not a powder. It's like it's really weird in between. It has like a little mesh in the middle and you kind of push the products from there. So I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. Like an eye gloss and it stays looking glossy, but it kind of sets down. So don't worry thinking that this is going to transfer or crease, because this does set down to kind of like a powder if you're wearing eyeshadow. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Fenty highlight one more time and I'm going to apply some to the outer, to the inner corners of my eyes, right in here. And then in the arch of the brow, only in the arch, and kind of fade it in. And then add a little bit more gloss. Add some mascara. This is the Buxom Big Tease mascara. So I'm going to apply some of that. It is totally optional if you want to wear lashes or no lashes, but I'm going to add some lashes. I am going to take the Pure lashes in the style Diva. These lashes have been my go-to recently. I love them. They're nice and wispy and fluffy and they just complement my eyes so well. So I'm just going to apply that to my lashes and then I will be right back. Okay, so I also fixed up my hair a little bit because it was looking a little tragic. So the only thing left to do is just set this face. I was gonna say skin, set the face. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. mist again because I have just been so obsessed with it. By the way, if you hear that, that's Lawrence playing Bad Bunny again. He woke up and that's the first thing he did. He plays it while he's cooking breakfast. It's really annoying, but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my whole entire face. After you have done that, the look is pretty much completed. You are left with this beautiful glowing skin that looks natural, it looks beautiful, it looks healthy. And yeah, I have been wearing this look non-stop recently. I am most likely wearing this look for Thanksgiving, which by the time you guys watch this video, Thanksgiving has already passed because I'm pre-recording videos. So happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a wonderful day with your family and your loved ones. And don't go too crazy on Black Friday. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell to get notified every single time I upload. And that's it. So I love you and I'll see you soon. Bye.